Previously on Homesteady. Our AI technician is coming today. As you know, the last time we AI'd her, I was very unsure if we even got our timing right because she's been so hard to read as far as when she is in a standing heat. It's hard to tell when she's ready to be bred. That's why this time we tried to sync her.
Shot number 2. Shot number 1 was not so great, so I figured I'd grow a mustache to see what helped with shot number 2.
And another 2 cc's of GnRH. Think it'll work?
It'll take a miracle.
Today we're going to do, for our first time, a tail blood draw on Ladybug because we AI'd her 28 days ago. Day 21, we're watching for any signs of heat, so mucus, anything kind of funny acting. She's really hard to catch in a heat, but we were paying very close attention. There was no mucus. Day 23, 24, there was no bleed off, which we can usually catch on her. So maybe she's bred. Today's day 28. We're taking the blood sample and we'll send it in to the DHIA. So in a few days, we should know for sure if she's open or if she's bred. If I had seen a bleed off, honestly, I probably wouldn't be doing any blood draw because to me, every time she's had a bleed off, it's been because she's not bred. I didn't see it. So we're a little hopeful and we're gonna put us all through this blood draw today to confirm whether she is or isn't.
Okay.
Another first for us today.
Another first.
In the world of cow ownership.
Remember, commenters,
Oh,
you
man.
don't post videos of the first time you did things, so go easy on us.
Today we're doing a blood draw from Ladybug. So we're taking a sample of blood from her tail, which from everything I've read and watched is the easiest place to get blood from a cow.
We're taking it from a Ladybug.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was all ready for Luna, dummy.
No.
Ah. I thought this isn't going to be so bad, it's just Luna. Why
No,
did I
you
think
knew this.
that?
I don't know.
I don't know. My head's not in the game.
Okay. Because she's not in milk anymore. Hi, Austin. Because she's not in milk anymore, we can't do the blood pregnancy test.
Right. No, milk pregnancy test.
I always say that. Because she's not in milk anymore. That's why we come on here early to do this stuff.
Goodness.
Because she's not in milk anymore, we can't do the milk pregnancy test. So we have to do the blood pregnancy test. So what happens when you do a blood tail draw is you lift the tail up straight from the cow. Now this immobilizes the cow, so there shouldn't be any kicking that's able to happen, just so you know.
In theory.
And then we use our vacutainer. It's a vacuum that you attach and you insert the needle into
I
her
gotta see
tail.
how this works.
And then when the needle's in the tail, you puncture the vacuum tube so it sucks the blood out of the tail. This goes in our, now we got this all from the Lancaster DHIA. See that? So this is the part that's going to go into the tail. Perpendicular. This does not get punctured until the needle is in the cow tail. So what we'll do first, we'll get this in. Get that in. She'll fuss a little bit. We'll wait till she calms down. Then we'll take this and puncture that seal right there. And it should suck the blood into the tube. And we'll be ready to ship it and get her preg test done.
And what do we pull out? The whole thing?
The whole thing. You could just pull the whole thing out. I've heard good and bad things about these little guys, but we're going to give them a shot today and see how it goes.
I'm going to give it a shot.
I can do the shot part.
No, I'm going to do it. It's too...
He likes a challenge.
Yeah. No, I was ready for this. I just for some reason was thinking it was a Luna this morning. We're gonna move the stanchion up against the wall. You've seen in past shots on the cow. It should be really tight to Ladybug, like so she can't move around much. We're gonna push it up against the wall, put a gate in there so it makes it extra tight, and keep her immobilized. And then I will do the blood draw. I'm gonna do a good clean blood draw. I got this. I watched YouTube videos. We're ready. Okay, so basically the problem with my design here is nice stanchion, great head gate. It's a nice stanchion, it's not a squeeze chute. So what we're doing here is we're kind of turning our barn infrastructure that's already existing into a squeeze chute. So she can't, as you've seen in the past shots we've done and things we've done, Ladybug could move around a lot, the back end. Even though her head's in the head gate, her back end can swing all over the place, and that's hard to work with. Little needles, precision. So this gate is already attached to the wall here on really good sturdy hinges. This gate I can now swing in to squeeze against Ladybug, keeping it tight against her. And on this side I have a clip. So what we can do is once she walks in here, I've tied this already. Ladybug will walk in. I will quickly go from behind her, squeeze her tight, and then I can just grab this, click it to itself, and we're good. If I'm standing in this barn and she sees me, she won't come in, so I'm gonna hide behind this wall here and film.
Hey, where are you going? I'm late. Just do this for extra security. I'd rather keep her tied by her head so she doesn't bust out of there and get all crazy. Just extra, little extra.
Her head is huge compared to you.
Easy. Hey, knock it off. Yeah. So we'll find that I forget what he called it in the video, but that vein's running in the midline of the cow's tail. So there's going to be like a V. So it's about 3 to 6 inches from the base of the tail. So we're going to go up, find that midline. Austin's gonna take this, stick it in just like that. Stick this on, pop that. If no blood comes out right away, don't take the needle out the whole way, because this suction will be ruined. So take the needle out a little bit, kind of move it around another pinch until there's blood in here. 2 cc's, which is about half full. You could also use, if you don't like the Vacutainer, if you can't figure out how to work with it or whatever, which we may not, you can also use a regular needle and syringe. The instructions say, though, just work quickly to prevent the blood from coagulating in here, so you can still get it into this. This is our shipping container.
How's that?
Good.
Okay. That'll help.
Good.
Of course, your tail's on that side of it. That's okay.
You just have to pull it out, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pull it up. This is.
It's okay.
Trust me, Ladybug. How do you take that off?
You should just be able to pull it off. Twist it. There you go.
Okay.
Done. Alright, so just a step at a time, let's pull the tail up. Grab the base of it more.
Right here.
There you go, yeah. Straight up. There we go.
Oh, that's incredibly hard.
Okay, not too far. That's pretty good. So you see where that V is? Now she's going to want to mess around.
Are you right there?
Up a little bit more, I think.
Right
yeah,
there?
So just get it stuck in there for now, and then give her time to chill. I think it's right where that V is.
Right there, right? So right there.
Try that, Quinn. In the center. Just get it stuck in there and then give it time to calm.
Like this now?
Yeah, pop that on there. Oh, nope, lost that. So maybe try to get a little.
Okay, so is this...
If it's popped on there and there's no blood in there, it's ruined, yeah. We'll use this in another one.
I can't tell. You brought another out?
Oh, yeah, I have a whole bag of them.
Okay.
Let's use another one just in case.
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go. That
felt better. Okay. This is...
Keep that tail up. Keep that tail up. That's hard to do. Keep that tail up.
Got it.
There you go. Got some blood. Half full. Let it go. If you need to, you can... You're alright, you're alright. Move that needle around a little bit if you need to. Alright. So I could hold the tail or I could do the needle part.
Holding the tail is... Are we filming?
Yeah.
In the video, watching like a professional cowman do it.
Like a vet, 2 vets.
I watched 2 vets do it and they're like, okay, so lift the tail, do the needle. That tail is hard to hold up with one hand. Like if you don't, it's a lot more resistance. So
Those are the family cow owners. They know how to have a person hold the tail and another person
let's
does
do that.
it.
Let's put the camera, wrap it up here. We'll get a shot like that. Okay, so I'm gonna lift.
Okay. Straight up. If you want, you can bend this in here. There you go. Alright, got the needle out.
Looks like it's pointed too far to this side. Oh, you got a little bit.
Got a little bit.
It's coming through. I don't know if this vacuum tube is. You look like you're too far to the side, to the left side to me.
Okay.
You got to come backwards and to the center more, in my opinion.
Okay.
From here to the other side. You're getting more blood there. There you go.
Good girl.
It's working.
Now, you're alright. Just so you know, she's right now eating food. So she's pretty comfortable. I'm sure this is not what she wants to do today. And there is no way this needle is going to go too far. There's a bone right there. You're alright, you're alright.
Gotta be enough.
Pretty good there. Alright, so I'm going to pull it out.
Yep. Okay, I got a little bleed there. A little pressure. Oh, do we not have a... Rag
Should be okay, I'll hold it. You're all right, you're all right.
It's not bad.
All right.
I'm gonna lower her tail.
Yeah, go ahead. Thoughts are, it is a little harder to find that vein in the middle than, you know, vets made it seem. It definitely have one person to hold the tail and one person to do the needling. The squeeze shoot, yeah, for a beginner, for us. For, you know, a cow can move a lot still in a squeeze chute, but the squeeze chute was great.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
We're all done. Got our sample. Definitely enough. Definitely more than halfway, so that's great. Awesome.
If it's your first time doing this, 2 people definitely suggest, because pulling that tail up, it took a lot more force than it looked like in the videos we watched. And if you're trying to, for the very first time, identify this vein and get the needle just right and move things around with one hand while the other's like holding a tail up against the animal, yeah, that did not work. So if you're new at this, 2 people, especially if you don't have like a squeeze chute like a vet would be using at a large dairy, something, I mean, just doing what we did really helped. But
for a makeshift squeeze chute, if you don't have a stanchion even, you could put the cow up against the wall with a gate secured there. In that case, you maybe will need 3 people, one to hold the gate tight so the cow doesn't move, one to hold the tail, and one to do the blood. You experienced dairymen out there laughing at us right now, but these are tips I've read from other, you know, small farm family cow owners, just to make this part a little easier. It gets easier over time.
now that we know, I mean, the first time is always the worst.
Yeah.
Actually, the second usually, because then you think you know, but you really still don't.
All right, so we went through 3 vacutainers here. First try. Don't know if it actually popped the seal or not, but I'm not gonna risk it. Second try. A little bit. Good job, babe. Third try with the 2 of us. Definitely was the way to go. And as always, if you're dealing with needles, syringes, make sure you have Hopper Sharp's disposal to deal with them. Talk now?
Yep.
This has been something we've been trying to do more of, is use the leftovers that we have of fruit, veggies, some breads, and feed Ladybug with them. The chickens won't eat this stuff. They won't eat the peels and the rinds. They could peck at it, but you'll still, in your chicken yard, have all this stuff left over. Ladybug will eat it whole. She'll eat banana peels, orange peels, what else? Grapefruit I've got in there. So this time of year, you know, it's all those citrus fruits that are seasonal. So you peeling all those oranges or clementines for the kids or grapefruit, take them to the cow. And she loves them. Bananas, banana peels. If your bananas have gone too far and you don't want to make banana bread, that's a nice cow treat. Out of scraps that you already have at home. Yeah, you're a good cow. Squeezed in there.
I can undo that.
Oh yeah, we'll let her out.
Well, I got the chute still tight in the back here.
Things I appreciated about you this time, you weren't like a freak about the needles. Or you're gonna get stuck or something. That was real. That made it much more, less stressful.
Like, can I release her?
We're safe? Yeah, let her go.
Like anything you do in life and on the homestead, you get better and more comfortable with weird things as you do them more. So for me, putting needles in animals is a brand new thing. And the first one compared to this needle went better. The needle itself went better. That vacuum tube, I think next time I'd like to try just doing it with a syringe. The vacuum tube was, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you get better over time. You just got to keep doing it and work through the. All right, well, that's done. Now we're gonna do the regular chores, let everybody outside into the snowy weather.
I feel like because Austin's had to do all the hormone shots, he's gotten more comfortable with needles around the farm. I remember we were giving the pig shots because they had pneumonia. We had to give them some antibiotic. He was, can you see me there? He was really nervous about the needles. He was like, don't stick me with the needle, don't stick me with the needle. I'm like, I'm not gonna stick you with the needle, I promise. It made for a really tense working situation. I watch him in there today, and he, you know, takes the cap off his needle, and then he's just like working with the needle, like not super anxious about it, which made it much calmer. Also, having that squeeze chute, not only does it immobilize the cow, so we have a safer work environment, it makes the cow immobilized, which makes her calmer. That squeeze calms her down. She can't thrash about, she can't step off the stanchion. I'm always afraid of her breaking a leg. This way was so much better. So definitely, if you're doing anything, vaccines, hormone shots, tail blood draws, make the cow be as immobile as you can, because that for us made a world of difference today.
We're getting better.
Because that made us be able to take it step by step. It wasn't like, okay, tail
quick,
up,
tail
go.
up, slam it. No, we're getting better at this.
Because the tail, when you pull it up, it immobilizes them. But you can see there's still some room for like movement.
Immobilize is, I think, the wrong word. The tail up like slows their roll.
Yeah, she can't kick you.
Which is not a
if her tail's
veterinary
up.
term, but
She can't kick you if her tail's up, but there's still some swingage. And to find the midline of a cow's tail with a needle, it's not an easy thing to do for the first time.
no. Especially when the other hand's like, ah, tail. What are you doing, kitty cat? Kitty in the barn. I want you to live in this barn. Kill all them mice. Oh, you're getting fed at grandma's. If you like our show, there's a really easy way you can support us in producing this show without spending a penny extra. If you're going to shop on Amazon, just click on this link right here to do so, or before you go to Amazon, type in homesteady.com. Every purchase you make supports our show without costing you a penny extra. We thank you so much for your help in producing Homesteady.